So let's do control structures in R. There are certain types of control structures in R. Those control structures are if else, for loop, while loop, break statements, next statements, and many more. So let's take it one by one. If else. Let's see what is the if else statement. So here, whenever we talk about the if else statements, so let's see the block diagram, how the if else statements work. So one can see there is mentioned as a test expression. So inside the test expression, we have to write the if statements. Here we can write the if condition. And if this particular condition, which is mentioned into the if it is true, then this particular block of statement will be executed. And in case if condition is false, then the another block of statements will be executed. Once both of them are done, accordingly to the if condition, either true or false, both will come to the end of the statements. So how to write it? So basically we need the if condition. Let's see the syntax. If condition here I have to provide, and if this condition is true, so this block will be executed, which is just similar to this one. And in case if this condition is false, if this condition is false, so directly the execution will come into the else statement to execute this one. So else statement is equivalent to false condition, and this block of statement will be executed. And in case true is there, if condition is true, then this particular block will be executed, which is equivalent to this block. Okay, so based on to the condition true or false, the statement block will be executed here. How to write it? This is a basic syntax to write it here. You can see. Suppose here we are just declaring one marks here. Marks is a variable, marks is equal to 80. Now when we write here marks is equal to 80, so this is the if, and here this one is the condition. If marks is greater than 50, so if this condition will become true, then execute this proper statement, this one. So print good marks. And if this is false, in case it means marks is not greater than 50, it is less. So do execute this statement, the else part, into the false condition. So let's see how it is working now. Into the R, we are taking all the same statements here. Marks is equal to 80. Marks is, if marks is greater than 50, then print good marks. Else, inside the else condition we have to give it. Else, if marks is less than 50, then just write average marks. So if this condition is true, it will print the good marks. If this condition is false, it will print the average marks. So if I run this whole statement, run it here. So what is the answer coming here? The answer is good marks. It means the marks is 80. So that's why if the marks is 80 here, so onto the marks 80 is there. So marks is 80, which is greater than 50. So this statement becomes true here. That's why good marks is coming here. So that's why this one is appearing here. And in case suppose I change the marks now, I'm just changing the marks. I'm just putting it here, 10 marks. If marks is 10, see here, if I'm again rerunning it here, see here, average marks. Why average marks? Because marks is less than 50. So the condition is false here. So this will move here into the average marks here. So that's why it is coming here. So true will just display this one, false will display this one. So in this way, the simple if else condition works. Now let's see the another one. We are taking one variable here. Now you should know, like, we can take both of the things. Here either we can take the x equals to 5 also, that will also work, or in this way also both can work. Now here I want to check it out whether the value is greater than 10 or less than 10. So here I'm just assigning one variable x. Now I'm checking if x is greater than 10, just print the value of x is greater than 10. So this will take the value of x in dynamic mode. If it is 5, so it will just say 5 is greater than 10. And if I'm just writing here any other value, suppose here I'm writing 6 or 7, so it will just say 6 is greater than 10. Why paste function is used? Paste function is to add this part and this part together. Now what we are saying it here, this one is just, it is saying that if x is greater than 10, print paste x is greater than 10, else print x is less than 10. Okay, paste function will add all these data, x is less than 10. Now what will happen here? If I run this all statement, see this one, click here onto the run button. So what it is saying to you, it is saying 5 is less than 10. So it is coming in which part? It is when it is executed, it is looking here, x is greater than 10, no. 5 is greater than 10, no. It is not true. So it is coming into the false part because this statement is false here. So it is coming to the false part. That's why it is coming here into the else part and statement. This one is displaying here that it is less than 10. So one can write here it onto the text file here. These long statements, one can write it here instead of here. Now there is a if else if statement. Inside the if else if statement here, we can provide the two else if. Suppose here I'm just writing value 1 and value 2. If value 1 is greater than value 2, so print value 1 is greater than value 2. Else, I'm just giving the another condition also. We can work in this way also. So we call it a if else if. So here a new condition I'm providing. Else if value is less than value 2, then just print here value is less than 2. So here if I'm just running all this one, so here it is saying value is less than value 2. So here we can work with both if else if. Okay, so in this way we can work with the simple if else or if else if. Both of the things will work here. So we had learned about the if else now.